Hello everyone, welcome to LSTC. This is Vapi Sarkar. Today we are going to discuss about how to control hazardous noise by using this hierarchy of control. So before dive into it, we will know what is noise and then what are the daily exposure level of noise by using decibels, scales and so on. So let's get started. According to ILO, noise is defined as all sound which can result in hearing impairment or be harmful to health or otherwise dangerous. Okay, if you see another meaning, then you can see here. This is audible acoustic energy that adversely affect the physiological or psychological well-being of the person who is exposed to it, or it can be any unwanted sound. Now you assume that you have purchased a new handheld pneumatic jackhammer, and then you read the manufacturer's booklet, and then you found that this is 111 decibel A, or it can be another scenario that during your risk assessment process you have observed that by using sound monitor sound level meter, this is extremely this 120 decibel, and then how you consider that 120 decibel is hazardous or extremely hazardous, we will know here. This is taken from IOS, Institute of Occupational Safety and Health from UK. So we will discuss about from 0 dB threshold of hearing to 140 dB threshold of pain. From 0 to 40 dB is typical noise level, and then 40 to 70 dB is annoying one, and then 70 to 100 decibel is hazardous, and then 100 to 140 decibel is highly hazardous. Now we will reduce this 120 decibel by using this hierarchy of control. So before getting into it, we will know what is hierarchy of control. So the hierarchy of control is a step-by-step approach to eliminate or reduce risks, and its range from the highest level of protection to lowest level of protection. Now we will start from the most effective to least effective, from elimination to PPE. So in most cases, the preferred approach is to eliminate the source of hazardous noise. If elimination is not possible, then we will try for the substitution by replacing that loud equipment to quieter equipment. If this also not work, then we will go for the engineering control by isolating worker from the hazard, such as redesigning equipment to eliminate noise sources and constructing barrier that prevent noise from a worker. If engineering control are not feasible, then we will try administrative one by changing the way workers work, such as scheduling that will minimize exposure by providing quiet and convenient break areas. If all options for eliminating or reducing noise at source are exhausted, then we will go for the last one, which is considered as last line of defense, PPE, personal protective equipment, such as ear muff or ear plug. This should be made available to workers and sufficiently attenuate noise so that their real world exposure is below 85 decibel as an 8 hours of time weighted average. Now you can see this one. This is specifically designed to control noise hazard. You can see eliminate the noise, such as physically remove the hazard by quiet equipment or tool, replace the hazard, and then control the noise hazard by isolating workers from the hazard, and then exposure time limit, such as changing the way workers are working, and then the last one is protect the worker with personal protective equipment. If you want to see the last scenario, after all the steps, after all four steps are failing, they have used the last one, which is PPE. You can see clearly here that this worker is using ear muff, and then this activity is in progress. So this is how hierarchy of control is work. You can reduce or eliminate any hazard by using this hierarchy of control. So thanks a lot for watching this video.